Today I'll be covering an action RPG from Japan that started a series that had huge highs and a very huge fucking low. I am speaking of course about Tales of Phantasia, a game made by Wolf Team, which would later merge with Bandai Namco, a company which its first half milks the fuck out of fans of giant robots, and the other half that remasters Tales of Symphonia for the millionth time instead of releasing 2D Tales games outside of Japan, as well as put their employees into expulsion rooms to ensure they quit so that now Udagawa can slay. For this shitpost disguised as a review, I'll be taking a look at the PlayStation version on an emulator that turned into proprietary software, which on one hand is quite scummy of the developer, but on the other hand, the free open source software community is full of degenerate troons, so the anger is quite amusing in a way. That's some good homemade langoshes. As soon as you start the game, you get to see typical tranime bullshit, where heroes are fighting and losing to the main villain, until the magic user uses witchcraft to defeat the main villain. But before the main villain is defeated, he escapes by using time travel, only to get captured and sealed by the descendants of the heroes that were fighting him. 10 years later. The main protagonist, Cress, is going to hunt some animals with his best friend Chester Bennington. And while they were away, the village got raided, where not even children were spared from the massacre. Cress and Chester heard the alarm bell, but they were too late, and everyone that they knew from the village is fucking dead. So Cress is pretty much going to go on an adventure to kill those. And yes, that is his actual fucking name, just straight up. Replace C with a D. Nice. As a way to save the world and avenge his parents. I'm not going to mention the subversion plot point the game has, since subversion is done by retarded quote-unquote artists who think they're the next Da Vinci of whatever entertainment they have consumed. Subversion and breaking tropes exist nowadays primarily to bait out video essay creators into stroking egos of the creators and their pathetic creations, to ensure nobody figures out that they're full of shit. When you start a new game, you can either let the Cress's name stay, or you can type in whatever dumb shit that you're able to fit into those 7 characters. But you're not able to change character's last name, so you won't be able to name yourself after vegan Austrian pizza. Once you're able to control your character, you'll be able to do typical JRPG bullshit, such as talking to people, finding items, and getting into battles by getting into contact with absolutely fucking nothing. In the SNES version of Tales of Phantasia, you were able to have only 5 party members. Oh, and you only were able to control Cress. But this version lets you have 6 people and you are able to control them as well. Suzu is going to be pretty much... I don't even want to make this joke, because it's so fucking... I hate these kinds of people. Not everyone is Dr. Pizza. Seriously, not everyone who hates your degeneracy is Dr. Pizza. That's all I'm gonna say. Rev, please stop making shitty culture war grifting bullshit and just go back to making shit posts. If I were a dictator, I would ensure that everyone starts making shit posts as their mandatory job. We will be a dictatorship where we will rule the world and space with shit posts. Yeah, back on track. Pressing the triangle button gives you a screen where you can check your abilities, equipment, strategies, formation, titles, cooking status, customize, as well as save the game. As soon as you exit an area, you go into an overworld map, which is supposed to make you feel like you're traveling long distances and traveling speed. I'm not really a fan of that, not because I just think because if you go into non-NPC friendly stuff, you're going to get random encounters. Your first enemies will include bugbears, owls, hornets, anacondians. But as you progress, you'll encounter more enemies, including slime-type enemies, and you've heard the joke on Xanadu next, so who cares? Generally, a typical JRPG battle system is inspired by Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. These fuckers never played Gothic or Dungeon Lords. Well, at least one Japanese man did, so that's a plus. But none of them have played Gothic, Two Worlds, or any other RPG that isn't just wizardry. D.W. Bradley is overhated. I don't even know what the fuck I am talking about. But to put it simply, Tales of Phantasia is an RPG where you have fighting as an option. And I think it's glorious. Tales of Vesperia has the best system, but we're not talking about that because it's overdone as fuck. So yeah. Other JRPGs, due to the fact that I don't have to play Dragon Quest or Wizardry 5, 300 billion, 6,000 or something. Oh, and I like that one JRPG on PS1 that is tactical, as well as Tearing Saga. Those are... I have chronic gastritis. Those are unique RPGs, I'll tell you that much. I've also played Ultima 5. Anyone who has made a JRPG that is inspired by Ultima 5 or other old school CRPGs is missing on a market. Japanese people, please. Anyone who hasn't made a JRPG that is inspired by Ultima 5, do that.
I have chronic gastritis. Open door.
Tales of Phantasia, while not flawless, is a must-play if you're an JRPG fan. I don't care if you feel like the 2D gameplay makes it archaic, cause that's an absolute excuse. While the story isn't the best, to be fair, not many JRPGs have a fantastic story, the gameplay really makes it worth it, as I didn't care if I've grinded so hard, my soul was non-existent. Unfortunately, Bandai Namco is too busy acting as if they care about social issues and other bullshit that in the grand scheme of things don't matter. So if you expect something else than another Tales of Symphonia remaster, then you'd be better off getting into another hobby, be, since gaming is infested with brain-dead mouth breathers, clueless activists that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and greedy CEOs that take orders from space toucans. But hey, at least Tales of Graces and maybe Tales of Xillia is getting a port on something else than PS Triple, so there's that. And for those who will cry that you shouldn't play this game since the only way to play this is by emulation, and emulation is a digital war crime that hurts companies, just remember that the shareholders and the CEOs will do fine and don't need you to be their tard wrangler.